Welcome to day number 2 of how to get your first wholesale deal in 10 days. Now today we're going to get to it. We're going to get right into it. I'm coming with the clips, the MO. I do appreciate you guys tuning in, and I know you enjoyed the last episode, but apparently some of you didn't. So I want to, before we get started, and like I said, I'm coming with the clips today, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you hit the notification bell. But apparently, some of you guys were not pleased with the last episode, the first episode, the foundation building episode. Guys, I would like to respond to a comment that I got, and I actually appreciate it because I've been getting a lot of positive comments lately as well. So I appreciate you guys, really do from the bottom of my heart. All right, so they said, so you get to click onto this video and you gave one tip, foolishness. Referring to the last video, and this is Miss Rhonda Braxton. So I replied, sort of instantaneously when I saw it, because sometimes in the morning, well, really in the morning, I look at this, my YouTube stuff or whatever. So anyway, it's a process, Miss Braxton. A process that took me 9 months that I will break down for you over the next 9 days. So tune in and be patient. Be patient. That's the main thing, guys. Be patient. That's the main thing throughout this whole process. See, it took me 9 months to get my first wholesale deal. Everything that I'm going to teach you, though, because, it's been quite a while. Some time has passed since those first 9 months. So everything that I'm going to be, talking to you about and teaching you about is over the course of about 3 years of experience, right? And I'm narrowing that all down within 10 days. And I'll be transparent. The goal here for me, the goal is for you guys to be equipped with enough knowledge so that you really can get your first wholesale deal within the next 10 days. If you really implement all the steps that I really, put forth, because everything that I'm going to put, in the next 10 days is to get you, foundation is built. Now, your foundation solid, let's take off, right? So that's what we're doing today. We taking off. I hope you are ready. And, if you weren't pleased with the last episode for any reason, because it was about mental and, getting your mind right to get you right for this business, today you should be pleased because we're about to get right to the action. So let's get to it. Okay, so assuming you've already watched yesterday's video, then you got your Google Voice number and you got your lead tracker set up. So now you're ready to, like I said, take off. Your foundation's good. So I'm about to get right to it today because we really want to, make some live calls, and I'm going to give you guys some techniques for you to practice, and implement today and, really take off with it tomorrow. So the big thing about today is, figuring out how to contact some distressed property owners, and then figuring out, what to say to them when you get on the phone by way of, watching me actually speak with somebody, and by, watching me call them as well. Maybe I'll leave a voicemail depending on if they answer or not. Either way, you'll get some great techniques there, but you'll have the technique to implement, and you'll be able to know what to say once you get on the phone with them as well, or if you leave a voicemail, okay? So let's hop right into it. Now, right now we're on Zillow. So I got some couple other videos about Zillow, but when I first started real estate, when I first heard about it, the second day, like literally the next day after I heard about it, I hopped on Zillow and started calling for sell by owner leads. And I hopped in there. That's what I'm saying. I hopped in it the next day. So this is what we're doing. We're hopping in it the next day. Looking back, it was great that I did that versus watching 1,000 videos on what to say and how to say it. So, I like to teach people what to say and how to say it so you can go and implement it right away, all right? So first thing I want to do is Google or type in Cincinnati. So you can do this anywhere as well. Like I got another video when I was in Phoenix and I was doing this, okay? So, we got Cincinnati, but I'm going to switch it up for you guys because, this is the what we have, selected. Instead of having all of this other stuff selected, so instead of having the buy agent coming soon, all that, we got buy owner. That's the only thing you want selected is buy owner, right? And then you want to go to houses, and then you want to only have houses selected when you're just starting off. But it depends on what kind of city you're in, right? Like if you're maybe in Chicago, maybe there's a lot of condos there, right? So maybe you'll actually select condos if that's kind of a normal thing in your markets. But in Cincinnati, houses, all right? So we're going to select houses, and that's because there's the biggest pool of buyers there, okay? So, for price, we want to select stuff like under 250,000 is what we are going to aim for, right? Because that's going to be a bigger pool of buyers in a market like a Midwest market like Cincinnati. But what I'm going to show you guys though is something else, because right here you see, this is what we're working with, right? We're working with 150, 249, 229, 136, 185. This one kind of interesting, kind of. And this one is kind of interesting. That's in like Evanston area. Okay. So I'll tell you what, this is actually kind of interesting. I'm gonna test out this 91, okay? But I want to show you something real quick. So maybe if you just did that same technique in your market, right? Maybe you're in small town Delaware. I don't know. And maybe Delaware is not a small town. It's just sounding good. So you can do this, right? Remove boundary, because maybe you want to go to a different market that's still close to yours. So instead of me having just Cincinnati, another market that's close to Cincinnati, literally right across the river, is the Covington market, Newport, all of that, right? Kent County and that little area. So now instead of me having, what was like 13, now I got like 30. You feel me? So it just opened up my opportunity zone. So now we're going to look at what we have, and we're actually going to go back because I like that 90,000 one, right? So I'm going to take you guys through it, because the thing here, I want you guys to know, when you're just getting started, you can't be so analytical, right? So that's my challenge, really, to be honest with you, looking at these, right? Because now I know the market. When I first started, I had no clue about Cincinnati market, no clue about any of, ARV, what repairs. I didn't know any of that. I just literally called anybody who had it for sale by owner listed, all right? And that's the thing you got to be. You don't want to be so, you kind of want to be a little naive when you start. You want to not be so analytical, thinking you know too much, because then you'll get analysis paralysis. So look at this. 1609 Rosemont, it says 75,000, so it's listed higher than what's, is listed higher than what Zestimate has listed. I can tell you lately that it really kind of hasn't been mattering too much, just to be real with you, because of the market. All right, but look, let's check this out real quick. So now, lot lines. 75,000 was I can't tell you. Sometimes I'm just cutting that out, but like I said, the market, sometimes some areas, you can't discount that. But I can tell you, just from glancing this ain't that type of area. Like, just looking at it. And again, guys, I'm approaching this from a bird's eye perspective. Somebody that's new starting this, to be real with you, I would say just call them, because it's the fact. This ain't gonna do it, but it's the fact of the practice, right? So that's why I would say just call them. But I want to get something that got something that I can show you why I'm calling them, is what I'm looking for. But try not to be too high maintenance here. But let me see. I feel like we can find something that's pretty decent. All right. So let's see. 140. These are like rehabbed houses. Let's see about this one. It's been on the market for a while. Okay, a little bit less than his estimate. For sale, it's vacant. Okay, and I'm gonna hit you guys to something real quick. Conservative 10 to 15% return annually on this investment. No interior steps. This home has been recently renovated. All right. Now, something like this would be good for like a seller finance kind of deal, if you kind of want to go there. But I want to stay here with a wholesale deal. The only reason I'm saying seller finance is because, you look in a wholesaler. This is already it's renovated. It really ain't all the way renovated, but it's renovated enough to where they're, at their retail range, somebody looking to move in. Okay. And I'm gonna really get into it. I want to show you guys what we're going to say. That's why I said okay. I kind of had a feeling with this one. So we're a little bit more separate than his estimate, as you can see. It's vacant. That's a positive. I can work with this one. Just looking at the videos. Wait, why has it been on here for so long? I don't know what this is about. But I'm going to give him a call. So, I'm going to give him a call. and you guys are about to see what I'm gonna say. I don't know why it says 246 days, but right away I can work with this. If you know your market, if you know that if it's a little bit over, it's not a big deal. If it's a little bit under, this one is a lot more than a little bit under. It's about 14, 13, 27,000 under. So 27,900 under. So you really want to get it about 60% of the Zillow price. That's just small numbers looking. 128, you probably got a 135 ARV here. If you want to get this, you probably want to be, just looking at the pictures, you probably want to be at, 70 is kind of a little smack on the outside, a little messed up out there. You would probably want to need the paint. Something up there with the roof, probably about 5 there. I would say, a wholesale deal, just to give them the most, and probably get it at 70, sell it at 75. And that's like low end from selling perspective and high end from getting it perspective. 70 is like high end. You probably want to be at 65. And selling it perspective, depending on if this can be a 3-bed or not, you never know. Then that could be an $80,000, deal, possibly, right? So this is just me looking at it, just from looking at the pictures and having a little bit of knowledge. But I don't want you guys to even think about that. I want you to just get on here and just call this dude. Because once you see it's lower than that, then you know that you got a chance of getting it even lower than what it says, all right? So let's call this dude, all right? Now we got our stuff is open, Google voiced. All right, let's go ahead and get him a call. See what this is about, man. 240-1261. And, it's a kind of a different approach when it's listed. So, different than when you're calling somebody that's not listed is what I'm saying. All right? No.
Hi, this is Stephen Myers. I'm sorry I missed your call. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Steven, this is D'Angelo. I was giving you a call about the property on 3433 Alta Vista Avenue. Our company is currently purchasing property throughout the area. We saw that you have it listed. We want to know if you are still interested in selling it. We are interested in purchasing it. It matches our buying criteria. So give us a call back at your earliest convenience if you're interested in selling or would like to know what we can offer. Our number is 5. Look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. All right, guys, that's it right there. You can tell, one thing I wanted you guys to see, the energy is still there with the phone call, with the voicemail. And, that's a voicemail right there. So you can go ahead and capture that off. But I'm going to go ahead and attempt one more call, right? But I want you guys to go ahead and grab a pen and paper real quick. What you're going to say when they answer that phone. You want to be able to, catch them at a point where, you're saying, hey, hello, you kind of have already saw what I said in the first one. But one thing I want you to write down is, did I catch you at a bad time? Write that down on your paper. Ask them, did I catch you at a bad time? After you've introduced yourself, you say, did I catch you at a bad time? And that's what you're giving them, the feeling of them being in control if they say no. So definitely write that down. That's one big thing I want you guys to take with you. And I want you to see me on a phone in live action. So let's pull up this one. This is a decent area. Doesn't give us much information, but let's check it out. All right. Do y'all think we're going to get them on the phone? Let me know what you think. And guys, go ahead and like this video. I would appreciate that. You know, we slow walking this step by step. Hey, this is D'Angelo. I'm calling about the property on 3312 Graydon. Did I catch you at a bad time?
What's going on?
Great, yes, sir. I was giving you a call. We saw that the property was listed. Wanted to know if you were still, interested in the market for selling.
Am I interested in what?
Selling the property on Graydon.
Yeah, I am selling it. It's for sale. You want to buy it?
Yes, sir. Our company is purchasing in the area. It matches our buying criteria. So can you tell me a bit about the property? Right now, is it vacant, occupied? What's the situation?
It's for sale.
Right, but there's no pictures or no description. So again, can you tell me,
You want to go see it? I got a lockbox on the door. Let me know, and I gotta have somebody meet you over there. You can go check it out.
I got you. Okay. So can you tell me any information about it? Is it, vacant, occupied, rented? Huh?
It's for sale for man. It's for sale. It's a rehab. It's for sale for 75. Like, hey, what kind of company are you?
We're a real estate investment company, so, we're looking for stuff that need work.
You're a real estate investment company?
Correct.
This time, you know what the market is like out here right now with COVID and houses and everything going right. It's a rehab, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a total rehab.
Okay.
Right, like 75, like that should let you know, like it's gonna be whatever you gotta get going on. It's over there.
I got you.
But I don't care. The rehab and 75. That's what I'm going at.
Okay, I got you. So, just a complete rehab that does help for our numbers. What I want to ask you for us, just to let you know a little bit more about our company, we're purchasing all throughout Cincinnati. For us, the more work it needs, the better. So that is a good thing. And we are able to cover all the costs associated, with the closing. So are you able to go any lower than that 75 mark?
Not really, man. So what the house is going for, man? Listen, I got a real estate agent, and I didn't put her number on there, but I'm missing a market fucked up, man, and really get on some other stuff. Like, I didn't put her number on there, but everything's on there. Like, the next day or two, we'll probably be talking to her about it.
Right. Okay.
Right, so yeah, just let me know if you want to make it down there, man, and take the property out, man. I got a lockbox on the door, man. Like, give me your and let me know. You can go over there and check it out. We go.
Definitely, yeah. I'll take this information back to my team. One thing I want to ask you too, just to check the notes. Would you be open to, seller financing that 75,000?
No.
Okay, got you. All right, that works, man. And I didn't get your name.
My name's Tony.
Tony, got you. All right, Tony. Well, I do appreciate your time again. My name is D'Angelo, and if it works for us, I'll give you a call back within 24 hours. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. He was straightforward, straight to the point. And, one thing I want you guys to see, when you live in a field, everybody thinks, it's no different than anything. You think you know how you'll react to something or someone, but when you're live in the field, it's completely different. When that guy, his energy, when I first got on the phone, he was a little guarded, kind of like, what's up? And, is it for sale? It's for sale. What do you mean? So, and I asked that question, and this is something for you guys to take note. You probably was wondering, why you asked that question. I asked that question because when you see this kind of stuff, for one, and I didn't mention this before, but one thing that I noticed in the beginning when I used to call these kind of leads for sell by owner, these kind of pictures were kind of, wholesalers, right? So these were other wholesalers who were trying to get their property sold on the market versus selling it on the So that's why I'm asking them, what's the property about? First thing you want to tell me, what the property was about as far as, the condition. And you have to get that stuff, right? So I'm, take note of this as well, guys. There's some things that people are going to say, you don't need that information, or why do you need that information, right? So one of those things is going to be the financials. So if there's a tenant and you ask, is the property vacant or occupied? Now, usually they are willing to tell you if it's vacant or occupied. Now, if there's a tenant and you say, are they on a month-to-month or a year lease? Or you ask, are they, how much they pay per month? the owner may be reluctant to actually give you that information because they want to say it's not about that. Why does that matter? It's about the property itself. Now, I want to let you know this because that information actually really doesn't matter that much. So that information you really can get by without, because once you make them an offer, then you'll clarify, the financial situation, right? But offers are situations that you cannot, you really need to make your offer, because one thing, I don't know if you noticed, I'm teaching you guys how to wholesale virtually. I'm here in, Arizona. My target market, Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, and a couple of other areas that I'm actually not in. So that's really, the scope of my business. So I'll teach you guys about this virtually. When he said, you can just go over there to go see it, you can just go see it. So that's why I asked him, is it vacant or occupied? And I didn't leave that alone. And so he, gave me more information instead of saying just go see it. So I'm like, I need to know information. So the information he gave me was it needs a rehab, and then he got around to saying it needs a full rehab. So, and he said, that implies that it's vacant. So that right there was all the information I needed to actually look at this deal and go and really look at my numbers all the way, right? So what I'll do with this, because you are somebody that got your stuff open, you got it open. This right here, good job, the lead tracker. And, to Miss Jackson, who said I didn't teach you guys anything, I feel like this is very important. Lead tracker's open, and his name was Tony, and I want to teach you guys to actually check that out in your county site, So I'm not going to show you how to do that because this is Hamilton County. But, you're smart. I believe in you. And you can go ahead and, check that out in your county site. But as you can see right here, this is the lead tracker. So you being able to input this information is going to 3312 grading. You being able to put that information is going to help you keep track of your leads. Because if you're just calling these people, right, and you don't know what was said, how to say it, it's like, what are you doing? Then you're working against yourself instead of working with yourself. I teach you guys how to work with yourself, So, what was that? I think it was 45207. Was I right? I think I was right. Hey, I was right. All right. I like remembering stuff. Property county, you know what that is. And this is just other information that you'll find out on your county site, delinquent taxes, all that good stuff, right? Blah, 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 blah. All right, in your cash offer, right? Now, that's all the information you need. And in this owner 2 section, I want to write that, this was a full rehab. I'll just write full rehab, vacant. Firm, 75, possible listing with realtor. All right, so we're good. Now that is the process, right? That's literally the process. So it's a rinse and repeat process, guys. I really hope you guys watch the lead tracker because I shared with you. I went weeks, guys, week after week. Took me 9 months to get my first deal, and I filled up this freaking thing. It was like, man, I was on the road 4,000 or 5,000 by the time I got my first deal. So I want you guys to know, and that's 4,000 or 5,000. That's lead after lead after lead. That's this process that you just saw right here. That's that process 4,000 to 5,000 times before I got my first one. Okay, so I want you guys, and that first one was a call. A call back. They called me back, but it was within the same kind of time frame. You saw the story actually. Thanks for watching that. All right, so this is the process. You can press save if you want, And like I said, it's rinse and repeat. So now you saw the process. I'm not going to go through it again because you've seen it. I want to give you some tips and some tricks and some things you can take home and practice for yourself. All right, number 1, you already wrote it down. Did I catch you at a bad time? Did you see how that changed things when I said that? He said no. I don't know if you picked up on the energy, but brother's kind of, I don't know, his energy was kind of firm, and not even just firm. It was hello, why are you calling me, kind of stuff, right? I guess it is 8:30 over on the east side. So he was why are you calling me type, and then I asked him if it's the property for sale, and again, ask that question: is the property for sale? Just see if they don't have pictures and all that type of stuff, definitely ask that question, okay? So you being able to open it up like that is Wyndham Rewards. You being able to open it up like that is, good to be able to open it up with, I did not catch you at a bad time, or did I catch you at a bad time? That changed it, right? So from there, he was like, all right, he's calling me at an odd time, but I'm submitting, I'm giving permission to speak, to this guy versus him just calling me and bombarding me with questions about my property, right? So that's why I feel like he probably was kind of off too, because it's kind of later over there. But that being said, that's one thing you want to definitely say. Another thing though, at the end of the phone call, once you got the information that you need, right? And there's a bunch of more information that you're going to need, right? And I'm not going to hold anything back, but I want you guys to shop successfully. Make sure you click that link in the description. Check out the website, Success Shopping, where you are going to shop for your success. You got my course on there, Cold Call to Success, and merchandise. And guys, I got a whole lot more things coming on the site. So make sure you sign up to the email list. But guys, I want you to really realize when he said, when I got the information as far as the property was a rehab, complete rehab, so I did not ask him, but you want to get the age of the roof, furnace, and hot water heater as well. That's essential to you being able to make an offer on the property, because that gives you, those are big ticket items, so that gives you an idea of how much work is going to be done without you actually setting foot going into the property and looking at it, right? So definitely ask the age of the roof, furnace, and hot water, and then you want to ask, do they have central air? And then if they say yes, you want to say, if so, how old is the central air unit? So those 4 things, get that. Definitely get those, right? I think I'm at 5 tips for today, maybe 5, 6, I don't know. So definitely get those things, right? And, put that to the side. The last thing right there, how I came and closed it all in, I said, well, thank you for that information. Dude name was Tony, so thank you for that information, Tony. Just to tell you a bit about our company. We're purchasing property throughout the year market, right? And you heard what I said. If you didn't, go rewind it. But that part is essential. When you ask that and you say, this is who we are, basically. This is what we can do for you, so, I want to know, do you have a price range in mind that you're interested in selling for, right? With this, he already has the price range in mind because it's already listed, right? But at the same time, guys, you want to ask, so are you willing to go any lower than that $75,000 mark? So whatever price they have listed, you want to ask, are you willing to go any lower than that mark, okay? So being able to ask that question, it opens it up to a different conversation. Obviously, they're going to say yes or no, but from there, as you can tell, I said, and I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but I tell you guys all the time, this is very important, so listen up and make sure you write this down. Guys, you want to be able to say, thanks for the information. I will take this back to my purchase manager, and we'll give you a call back within 24 hours to let you know if that works for us. I'll take it back to my purchase manager is the key word, key phrase there, right? Purchase manager, guys. You want to be able to say purchase manager because what this does, especially for somebody who, is firm about their numbers, when somebody's firm about their numbers, there's likely a reason attached to it. And, that reason, be it, if there's a mortgage or another personal reason, whatever it is, there's a certain type of sentimental value probably that's going to be attached to that. So you want to be the messenger, right? Don't shoot the messenger. You want to be the messenger from your purchase manager when you go back. So when I look at these numbers, because I am actually going to look at these numbers, I didn't just do this for nothing. I did want to school you guys too, but I'm always with it. I'm always in the game. My head is always in the field. All right. So that being said, once I look at these numbers and I get this guy a call back, what I'll say is, hey Tony, this is D'Angelo from whatever company. Hey Tony, this is D'Angelo from Jungle Properties, just following up with you about the property on 123 Main Street. Did I catch you at a bad time? He'll say, no, I'm good. What's up? And I'll say, well, my purchase manager just got back to me with the numbers. We're willing to offer you, X amount and close in X amount of time. How does that sound? That's when you say, how does that sound? So right here, guys, everything that I give you, all this information, what I just gave you today, right now, right here, I just got super excited. I know, I got really excited right there. Right here, right now, though. I'm excited because I just gave you all the information you needed to get your first deal. This is all you need. If you like, this is literally all you need. Then from this, once they say yes, you'll go and you'll tap into the real estate contracts playlist on, Steps to Success page, channel. You'll be able to tap into that playlist and I have all the contracts you need. You just download it and you're good. So tap into that playlist. Once they say yes here, you are good. So I know you're like, if you told me everything, then what the heck are we going to be doing over the next 8 days? Well, guys, you got to keep your tools sharp. And you just got to keep, sharpening them up. You never are done learning. But I wanted to get you guys taken off because right here, if you just, from the time of you watching this video to the next video you watch, if you just decided to implement just what I showed you right here, you are already majorly progressed to your real estate wholesale deal. Because what will happen is, and just to give you the visual, and let's say you call 10 properties today, right? And this is what I teach you guys on the lead tracker. If you have not watched the lead tracker video, you need to watch it. I teach you guys to set goals for yourself. So even if it's 10 leads a day, you set goals for yourself because then you're able to pick up that consistency, right? So if you call 10 people a day and you set the numbers, right? So these are going to be people that answered or that did not answer, right? So this guy, boom, they answered, right? And then one thing that I did not do, which I should have did, right? I should have did that. This is actually a yellow. But the first one, you actually want to put that information down as well. And you want to make that person a blue. That means you left a voicemail, okay? So you want to put that first lead that I called and left a voicemail, you want to put that one in here too. Because they can give you a call back. And then once they call you back, if you don't have it in your list, then who called? Feel me? So make sure you put that in there. Don't slip on that. So, guys, you take this, call 10 a day. You got, you got your stuff lined up. You got blues, you got yellows. If they didn't answer or if they did not want to sell, you put that down as well and you mark it red. So watch the lead tracker video. You'll see everything I mean. But if you mark that red, because you never know, they might call you back and you be like, hey, you were playing games, but now you calling me handsome. So you want to be able to, get that stuff in there, and once you get all that figured out, guys, you are being able to get you a process set in motion. Now you jogging, and now you're looking good, feeling good. And now what's going to happen is you're going to have all these leads. You're going to have this full list, full of colors. It's going to be very beautiful, and they're going to be calling you back. Okay, so once they call you back, what you'll do is press Command Find or Control Find if you're somebody with Android, right? So what you want to do is press that 513 and let's say we're going to type in 51346. Oh, one thing about it too, they are very particular. So you got to actually do this. You got to type it in with that. Yep. And 462. As you see, it popped up, right? There it is, right? So, if you wanted if it was a 480 number, that's Phoenix. If it was a 480 number that called, and you see 1 of 1 popped up. So what I would do is answer and I'll say, hello, Colton, right? Or I'll say, hello, this is D'Angelo if I have it popped up and I have to type in my information. And then he'll say, yeah, you gave me a call, I'm responding to a call. And then you'll say, oh, yes, I was giving you, matter of fact, I can't give you all that information right now, man. You got to tune in tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow to know how you can answer these callbacks, guys, because you really got to know. People are going to put you on a hot seat. If they calling you back, you got to know what you're talking about. So if you don't have this pulled up, what are you going to say if you don't have this pulled up? And then what are you going to say even when you got it pulled up? What are you going to say when they call you back? All right, guys, tune in tomorrow for the callbacks. But I know you enjoyed this because, guys, this was excellent information. Now, I can't do the work for you. I can give you the information, but I can't put in the work for you. I put it in for myself, though, because my heart is in it. And as long as your heart's in it, you're already a success. As always, get to stepping.